Okay, you finished all your research and you filled out all the paperwork that Mrs. Questel gave you for your state project, and now we're ready for the very last thing that we're going to do, and that is to make a poster about our state. The first thing that we need on that poster is a picture of us, so we're going to go down here on the dock. This is the bar that runs across the bottom, and we're going to click on this little icon that has the pictures of a person on it, the 4 little heads, and it's, when you hover over it, it says photo booth. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And then you're going to go ahead and take a picture of yourself. So you're going to click on the camera. And I'm going to give you 2 chances. So if you didn't like that one, you can go ahead and click on your camera and do it again. And then you get to decide which one do you like. Well, I don't like that one for sure, so I'm going to go ahead and exit that one, and then I'm going to take this one and slide it out here to the desktop, and then I'm also going to delete it so there's no pictures down on in the actual application. Then I'm going to go up to Photo Booth and quit Photo Booth because I'm done with that. And then we're going to go ahead and open up our state project poster. So right down here on the dock again, we're going to go to Pages, which is that little white piece of paper, orange top, yellow pencil. So go ahead and click on that. It's going to open up Pages. You're going to go all the way to the bottom in the left-hand column where it says My Templates. You're going to click on that, and you should see a template then for a state project poster. You're going to click on it once and hit Choose, and it's opened up an untitled state research project. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do, notice that Mrs. Questel has a folder over here. If we don't get finished, we're going to save our work here so that when we're finally done with it, we can print it from here. So we're going to save this project first. So we're going to go up to File on the menu bar, and we're going to go down to Save. And we're going to name it the name of our first, we're going to put our last name in there first. So whatever your last name is, a space, and then your state. Okay. And then you're going to make sure that you're in Mrs. Questel's folder. In order to do that, if it doesn't take you there, you're going to click on Desktop, and then you're going to click on, double click on her folder, and you should see her folder right here. This is where you are saving something. And anytime that you're on a Mac, this tells you what folder you are saving to. So I've got my name, the name of my state, and I'm saving it to Mrs. Questel, so I'm going to go ahead and hit Save. If I go over here to her folder now, you're going to see that there's my project. Okay? So here's where that picture of us goes. So we're going to go ahead right here where it says Photo. We're going to grab that picture and we're going to drop it in. And now we're ready to start filling out the poster. The name, my name, and you're going to go ahead and type your name there. Then where it says state name, I'm going to go ahead and put an is after that, and then go ahead and put my name of my state and the name of my state capital. And then I know that it's possible that you didn't get this information in your research, and maybe you did. If you did not, I'm going to show you where we're going to get that information now, because I think I noticed I didn't have it. So if we go down to Safari on the dock, we'll just leave this piece of paper up. We're going to go down to the Safari on the dock, and I'm going to go ahead and close out my tabs. I was already in something. This is what should open up when you open Safari for the first time. Okay, we're going to go up to HMS Computer Lab on the top. Then we want to go hover over the word teachers and go down to 6th grade teachers. And now you should see the state project links that you used for your research. If we click on the very first one, U.S. States Maps and Stats, and then click on our state. The governor is listed right here at the top, so you might want to write that information down somewhere on your research project paper so you can put that in your poster. So then I'm going to go ahead and minimize my window. This is Safari that I'm in right now. The yellow button is a minimizer, so I'm going to go ahead and minimize it. That drops it right down here by the trash can. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill in the current governor of my state. So the current governor is John Hickenlooper, and he's a Democrat. That was based on the information I just found. Okay, now I'm going to get ready to find some of these pictures. So I know I need a picture of my state, the state flower, the state bird, the state tree, and a famous person. Now, you might, since you already know that information, before we start looking for pictures, you might want to go ahead and put the name of each one. And I know that the famous person I want to find is a very famous Indian chief, and his name was Chief Ouray, and he was a Colorado native. So I'm going to go ahead and find a picture of him. So those are the things I need to find a picture of. So while I have all of them labeled, now I can get ready to go find my pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the internet, and I'm going to go ahead, notice how I have two tabs open. I'm going to have this tab open for my links in case I need to look at something, and then I'm going to have this tab open to Google. So I'm going to, right up here where it says Google, I'm going to go ahead and click on Google, and then I'm going to start looking for images. So I'm going to go ahead and click on images, and the first thing I wanted to find was Columbine. And I had to be more specific because there were lots of Columbine, the shooting that happened at the school. But this is a Columbine I like, or maybe I like this one. You find the one that you like the best. And once you've clicked on it once, you want to go up here where it says View Image. And this is where you want to drag it from. A lot of people like to drag it from here. And if you do that, I'm going to go ahead and do it wrong just so you can see it's very little and it's not going to print very nice. And notice that it says unknown. And if any of your pictures say unknown, that's a way for you to know that you didn't drag it to the desktop correctly. So I'm going to throw that one away. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And now since I found that one, I'm going to go ahead and find another one that I need. And that was the lark bunting. And if you want to be very specific, you can. That way I know I'm getting the lark bunting. And there's lots and lots of them. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. View image, remember, and then slide it out to the desktop. You are going to do that with each one of your pictures. Okay, notice that I found almost all of the pictures I need. I still need that famous person, and I've already typed in my search, and now I just need to find that picture of him I like. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. So I'm going to click on it. Remember, View Image. And drag it out here to my desktop. So now I think I have all my pictures. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize the Safari window. And I'm going to start placing them in the right place. So there, my Columbine goes in this little box, my lark bunting, my flag, picture of my state. Now notice that the picture of my state doesn't seem to fit quite right because it's cutting off some of it. Any of your pictures that it does that to, you can double click, and notice that right here I can change the size of that image so that it fits in my box. So right here, I have the ability to change the size of my picture. So again, when you see that happening, double click on it, and then you can control the size right here. So I'm going to get it to fit within the boundary that I have set, and then I'm going to hit done. My Colorado blue spruce and Chief Ouray. And again, I've cut him off, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it and shrink him down as well. And it's all right if there's white on the sides, because when I click away from it, you can't see that border. But now I get to see a little bit more of that picture. Okay? When I'm completely done, I'm going to make sure I do a file save so that the final project is done, and then I'm going to print this project. But make sure that everything is spelled correctly. The things that are underlined in red, the computer is telling you that they're misspelled, but all of those are names, and Pages just doesn't recognize them, those words, as correct Webster Dictionary spelled words. But I know that I've spelled them right, so I know it's okay. So once I'm completely done, and I'm sure because I only get one printing, I'm going to go up to File on the menu bar, down to Print, and this little window should show up, and it's going to show you a little picture of what you've got printed. If it looks like this, that's okay too. But then you're going to go ahead and hit the blue Print button, and we will bring it to you at your computer. Do not get up and leave your desk to get it. We will bring it to you. And that's the end of the project.